Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field to start this game off. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, in last season's Egg Bowl, down 14-10 early. But the old bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers. And when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real. The rivalry is real. So this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Ole Miss offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hyped, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to make the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not.
Turning it on! This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got it down the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up the 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead.
That makes the score Ole Miss 14, Mississippi State 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Pulls it in on the left. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to throw it, Chapin. Fires to the tight end. Made a defender miss. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Steps away. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He is down at the run. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in the coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's right. And he laid the lumber to stop it from getting the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Got it in the middle, it's Grease. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
First down, Bulldogs.
DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Muscling ahead on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Plows through the defense. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it in, it's Wallace. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be third down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic.
The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
With that penalty, they give this offense a little helping hand. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To throw, it's Shapen. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Off play action. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the ball goes out of bounds, thankfully, for your offense that you didn't turn it over. And now it's decision time. Do we want to punt the football or do we want to go for it? Analytics, of course, I think says go for it every single time. I don't necessarily agree with that, but at least you didn't turn the football over there.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the front.
Turning it on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. That's the 20. He's got space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown and make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this first down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Okay, 1-possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
The ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air. It's Shapen. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollock and